Okay, everyone. I am back. I am back. I am back. Can you hear me now? Let me see. Let me see. Sorry for the technical hitch. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, great, 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 great. I'm so sorry about the technical hitch. I mean, it's been a weird morning. Hello, Star Goddess. Hello, B Curry. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad that I got the sound working. Sorry about that. So today's topic is how to deal and manage negative people. And this is really important because all of you have people, whether it's family, friends, or colleagues that are negative, and it's very difficult to be around people like that. We're going to go much deeper into this topic, the root cause, and how we can fix it on an energetic level, on a metaphysical level. Because if you fix it on a more energetic level, then you are really fixing this issue. So let's just clear the energy of the room first, and then we will get into the topic of how to deal with negative people. So just relax, breathe, and let's clear the energy of the room. Dear God, angel, spirit guides, and masters, divine creator, thank you so much for allowing us to open this sacred space. Thank you for allowing us to talk about this topic of how to deal with negative people and manage them so that we may have more of a peaceful, joyous life. Thank you so much for removing any low frequency energy individuals or people from this sacred space to allow this session to go off without a hitch, with serenity, peace, and to be able to deliver this message, engage with these wonderful viewers for their highest and best good on how to manage and deal with negative people. Okay, so just before we get started, because in honor of July 4th week, tomorrow's July 4th here in the US, I'm doing a special discount offering, 30% discount offer for the 69 Moons herb based on traditional Chinese medicine, Yu Ping Fang Sun Plus, which helps to support a healthy immune system, Xiao Yao Sun Plus to help focus and calm the mind. There's 30% off, and the coupon code, I'll write it here, it's Earth30, Earth30, and at shop.yinandyangliving.com. And the offer will end on Sunday, July 7th. So Earth30 is the coupon code at shop.yinandyangliving.com. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this session. Hello, Star Goddess, Sacred Space, B Curry. So this is a topic that I think many of us can really use in our lives, right? Because how many people, you may have a cousin or even parent or a sibling or an aunt or, a cousin or a colleague, a coworker or a friend that's toxic, that you feel is toxic or negative. I don't like to use the word toxic as much. I like to use low frequency, very difficult to deal with, right? We have that in our lives. I think all of us have that in our lives. And so this is really important to understand. And I'm going to talk about it from a very energetic perspective, a metaphysical perspective, because everything is really energetic. Everything is energy, right? When you have high vibe energy, you feel abundant, prosperous, you have good relationships, you have healthy financial situation, you have a healthy life, right? When you have low frequency negative energy, then you have problems in all aspects of your life. And so this is no different for relationships and people who surround you. It's all based on energetics. And so what it is this, there's I don't know if any of you know a spiritual tradition, Hawaiian spiritual tradition called Ho'oponopono, which I learned through a gentleman named Dr. Hugh Len. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's a Western trained psychiatrist who learned the spiritual practice called Ho'oponopono from a very small, tiny Hawaiian lady. And he went to her webinar, and the first time he went to her webinar, she was talking about this concept of the Ho'oponopono, this Hawaiian spiritual tradition. And she was saying, well, there's a spirit in over there, there's a spirit over there. And he thought it was so woo-woo that he walked out of her webinar. He literally walked out of her webinar. And for some reason, he went back to her webinar. He went back. He was so cynical, but then he went back for some reason to her webinar. And he intently listened to what she was saying, and he was keeping his heart and mind open. Anyway, to make a long story short, he basically became a huge proponent of this spiritual tradition called Ho'oponopono, which basically states that everything that you experience in your outer world, you've basically sharing something with that person. That's why you're experiencing that in your outer world. So in this situation, all of those negative people that are surrounding us, right? We're sharing something with them. That is why they are in our experience. And it's not to put blame on you, this experience is to help you transcend to a higher level, level up your vibrational frequency, get to a higher level in your life. It's not to blame that, oh, I've attracted this person because I'm a bad person. That's not what this is about. It's not about putting blame on yourself or that you've intentionally created negative experiences. Nobody would intentionally create negative experiences. What it's saying is that these experiences, these people around you, you're sharing something with, you're sharing, and that's why they have come into your experience. This is the really energetic, metaphysical principles of Ho'oponopono, which is actually very, very similar to law of attraction, right? Law of attraction is you attract where you're at. So if you're here, you're going to attract all the people here. If you're here, you're going to attract all the people here. If you're here, you're going to attract all the people here, right? So this is very, very consistent with laws of attraction, which is what a lot of people try to practice to manifest, whether it's health, relationships, career, business, whatever it is. And so the reason why this Dr. Hugh Len got famous was because at one point in his career, after he studied Ho'oponopono for many years and practiced it in his own life, Ho'oponopono for many years, so that he would clear any negative energy. He practiced Ho'oponopono for many years, so he would clear negative energy and experience less and less negativity in his life. He practiced for many years, and he ended up becoming the head, like the executive director or the director of a psychiatric ward asylum in Hawaii, where the energy was so negative that the walls would be peeling off the walls. That's how bad the negative energy was in that asylum, a psychiatric asylum, where there were criminals, where there were psychotic people in there. The energy was so negative. They could barely keep staff for 2 weeks or 3 weeks because nobody wanted to work there. They would come in, they would leave. And so he became the director of the psychiatric ward. And what happened was he sat in his office, and he said he didn't even need to go into the psychiatric ward, but because he was getting paid, he thought he needed to show up to his office at the facility of the psychiatric ward. And as he showed up, he would just go into his office and he would take the files, the folder of each patient in the psychiatric ward, and he would open up their file and he would read it. And as he would read their history of, their behavior and what they did and what crimes they committed and things like that, right? Things would come up. Things would come up. It would swell up in him, and he would do the Ho'oponopono mantra. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Some people say, I love you. I apologize. Please forgive me. Thank you. To clear the energy. And by doing this mantra, what he was doing was the conscious mind was communicating with his subconscious mind, which you might call the inner child. Then the inner child was then communicating with the higher conscious, what you might call the superconscious mind. And then the superconscious mind was communicating with the divine. And what the divine did was release that part of him and the part of the psychiatric patient, release that low frequency energy on both sides. That's the magic of Ho'oponopono, released from you and the other person. And so what happened was, within a couple of months, he was basically rehabilitating all of those psychiatric patients, and each one by one, got better and was released. It didn't take him that long. He kept on mantra. He's asking, please allow me to cleanse myself, cleanse myself, cleanse myself. I clean myself, the divine cleans me, and the other person, the same thing that we're sharing. So what he was basically saying was, the reason why these psychiatric patients are in my experience is because I'm sharing something with them on a deep subconscious level. And I'm asking the divine to help me clear it from me and this other person that we're sharing. And so that mantra that he would do would call upon the divine to release it on both sides. And so one by one, each patient got released because they got better. There was only one or two patients that got transferred to another psychiatric ward because most of them were released, right? So there was no reason for that psychiatric ward anymore. And so he never sought any fame. He just did the work. And the staff members were so impressed. They couldn't believe it. It was like magic. It was like a miracle, right? That happened. They started to talk about him without him knowing about it. They started to talk about him to other people. And that's how he became known. Not because he wanted to become famous or not because he wanted to become known. It was because the staff members saw the miracle of what was happening. And that was why they talked about him. And as a byproduct, he became famous. And then somebody, I think there was a guy named Tom Vitale, somebody like that. He wrote a book about this gentleman, about Dr. Hugh Len, this Ho'oponopono thing. And so there's a very spiritual lesson to be learned about this situation, that anytime, and this is very profound, anytime a negative person shows up, it means that you're sharing something on a deep subconscious level, not a conscious intentional level, deep subconscious level. And when you call upon the divine and ask the divine to help you release that part of you, you're asking the divine to release it in that part of the other person. That's how that energy gets released. And so as you keep, and they call this puring, cleaning yourself. You're cleaning yourself energetically. Because as you keep cleaning yourself, what happens? Those people show up differently, or those people do not show up at all. That's what happens. As you keep cleaning yourself, those people that you say are negative around you will do two things. They'll show up with, they won't show up with that negative energy, or they will show up less and less, or they won't show up in your experience at all. So that is the essence. And the reason why the universal forces is showing you, because all of your outer world experiences with these people, these negative people, right, are showing you that there's something that you want to clean in the inside. Because if they didn't show you and they didn't show up in a negative way, you would not know to clean yourself, right? It's all about expansion and growth. Your internal soul's expansion and growth. It's all about your inner journey, your inner development. That's all it's all about. And so the external world, this hologram, what we call the matrix, is showing you what each one of us need to do to clean ourselves on the inside for that expansion and growth, that expansion and growth of our soul, right? Because if we didn't have those outer world situations, which is the indication, is telling us that there's something that we need to work on the inside. That's all that is. It's not to place blame on you and say, oh, you intentionally attract these bad people because you're bad. That's not what this is about. It has nothing to do with your moral stance. It has nothing to do with that, or your worthiness, that you deserve it. You deserve these. It has nothing to do with that. It's all about teaching you and showing you and indicating to you what it is on the inside that you want to clean out so that you could grow and expand and have this prosperous and abundant life. That's what this is about. It's never about you intentionally wanting to bring those people into experience. Nobody wants to bring negative things into their experience. Nobody sane would ever want to do that. So, okay, so let's see if there's any question about this, and then I'll move on to the next thing. Miracles 888. Hi, what do you do when you get so agitated? Yes, that's a great question. The first thing you want to do is pause. Don't respond. Pause. And then what you want to do is walk away. Walk away. Leave the situation. Don't respond, pause, and leave the situation. And then start saying this mantra: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Say it. It feels redundant, but by saying it, you're asking the divine to help you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. But the first thing is to walk away. Pause, do not respond. Just walk away. If you're in an office situation, then walk away. If you're at home, walk away. Go somewhere else. And don't put fire into that fuel, because if you respond, you're going to start putting fire into the fuel, and you don't want to do that. So you want to pause, and you can say to yourself, oh, I'm being taught something. I'm being taught something. Let me walk away. Let the energy go down. My energy go down. And let me start mantraing this oponopono. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And then when you feel more calm, then you can return. But the first thing is always pause and walk away. So you're divorcing yourself, you're removing yourself from that energy. You don't want to be swimming in that energy. But if you walk away, you're not at least swimming in that energy. Okay? So that's the response. Walk away. And let's say if it's a family member, right, and you have an argument, then walk away. Maybe it'll take a year, a week, 2 weeks, whatever the time you need, so that your energy is in a better place. You're in a better place, and you can learn the spiritual lessons here. Say, oh, what is God teaching me? Why do I have this difficult person in my life? What is it that I want to clean out and release that I am sharing with that person? What is it that I want to clean? And ask the divine by using the Ho'oponopono. And I have the Ho'oponopono meditation. I have the short version of the Ho'oponopono meditation, and I have the long version of the Ho'oponopono meditation. Use that for these situations. Let me try to find the meditation that you could use. That you could use for this for this I'm trying to find the link to the meditation, okay? So that you could use it when situations happen where you want to release it from you and the other person. You want to clean your energy. So let me try to find this I'm trying to find this meditation so that you can employ it in your own life. Where is this meditation? I'm trying to find it here. Oh God. Oh, here it is. Here's the meditation. Let me give you the link. Here's the long version. And then there's a short version of this meditation. There's a shorter version of this meditation that you could use, which is, where's the shorter version of this meditation? Okay, I'm trying to find it here. I can't seem to find the shorter version for some reason. I'm looking for it. Anyway, start with that longer version of that Ho'oponopono meditation, okay? So I hope I've answered your question on that. Miracles 888. Hello, Camilla. What do you think of the concept of manifesting a specific person, for example, a different version of an ex-partner? Yes, I mean, the thing is yes, absolutely. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, as long as it doesn't hurt others, right? If there's you have your ex-partner and you want something different, like maybe you want that person to honor you more. You want this new person to honor you more, respect you more, whatever it is. But you want the person to kind of look like that person, then yes. But I would say to you first, because laws of attraction are always at play, right? Laws of attraction are always at play. I would say to you that it's important to be what you desire. So to be what you desire. So if you desire somebody who's honest, who has integrity, who has a joyful life, who's passionate about something, then you want to have that first. You want to be what you desire. Because that's when because of the laws of the universe and manifestation and laws of attraction will always bring you what you are. So if you're here, it's going to introduce you to all the people that are here. If you're here, it's going to introduce you to all the people that are here. If you're here, it's going to introduce you to all the people that are here. So if you're saying to me, Moon, I want to level up. I want to level up my partner. I want to have a partner who maybe has more money, who is more honest, who has a lot more integrity, who really honors me more. That person might be up here and you're here. So how are you going to meet that person if you're down here? If you keep yourself down here and you want to meet this person, how are you going to meet that person? Because you're doing this. You're passing ships, right? That's the laws of attraction. That's the laws of the universe. So people say, I want this, but most of the time they remain here, which is the reason why their entire life they're passing ships. They're doing this. So if you want to meet this person, then you've got to do this. You see how now you meet the person? So what I would do, Camilla, was I would write down exactly what it is that you want in that person. What is it that you want? Do you want somebody who honors you? Say, write all the qualities that you want in that person. Honesty, integrity, this, that, all these beautiful qualities that you're seeking that you didn't get in your ex-partner. And then be honest. On the second column, ask yourself, am I matching those qualities? Do I have those qualities? Have I nurtured and embraced those qualities in my own life? And start with your own inner world first before you try to seek that other person. Because once you've embraced those qualities and you practice it in your life, then what you're doing is you're raising your frequency to that partner that you desire. So it's about being what you desire. You have to be first what it is that you desire, because that's the laws of attraction, the laws of manifesting. You have to be what you desire. So forget about seeking a partner right now. Write down all of the qualities that you want in that new partner and then embrace it. Practice it in your own life. Practice it. Excuse me. Practice it so that you can match that frequency of that new person you desire. Okay. So, Camilla, I hope that has helped you. Great question. Thank you. Hi, Star Goddess 888. Oh, Miracles 888 says, sometimes I respond too quickly. Yes, that's right. Pause. Pause. Star Goddess 888. Why have I experienced this since its tender age? Negative people. Yes, I get it. I understand. It's because there's something the deepest part of you. It's a very subconscious thing, Star Goddess 888. It's not even conscious. It's a very subconscious thing. And all of us, every single one of us are holding on to things that we could all be cleansing out in a very subconscious level. So let me just give you an example of what happened. A few years ago, when I moved into this home in 2019, and my dog was barking. One morning, my dog was barking a little bit too much. It was 8 a.m. in the morning. And apparently it triggered my neighbor. And I get it. I get triggered by dogs barking a little too much. So I respect that. No issue with that. So as we were outside, my neighbor he came outside, he put his face over our fence and he lambasted us. I mean, it was the most, oh my God, I was shocked. My husband and I were both shocked. We were shocked beyond shocked the way he lambasted us. Normally, if that was the case, a normal person would just come in and say, oh, I'm sorry, but can you, would you kindly, uh, make your dog stop barking? And we would have been like, of course we would have, of course, we honor that. We respect that. But the way he came out was so angry. It was angry, angry beyond angry. And I paused and I said to myself, aha, the universe is showing me that in the deepest part of me, the subconscious part of me, the deepest part of me that I'm not even aware of right now, that I have anger. I'm still holding on to some anger. And so I mantra, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I was mantraing that. I mantraed because I was asking the divine, clean it from me so that next time he won't show up that way anymore. Clean it from me so that he will show up next time with respect or cordial or kindness, or he won't show up at all. And I was doing this mantra. So instead of blaming him, I was saying, I need to clean this. I need to clean this anger, because there's something that I get triggered by and I get angry. So that was a lesson that I learned. Now, I just the other week, I had a conversation with him a very pleasant conversation. So does that mean that I've cleaned 100% of my anger in the subconscious mind, the deep mind? No, not necessarily. I probably have still remnants of some anger, but I'm just trying to reduce the level of anger. Reduce it. Okay, so let's see if there's any other. Hi, Vivian. Hello, Melissa. Many blessings to you. You're welcome, Miracles 888. I just want to let you know that, you're a beautiful person, and know that you can do this. You can manage this. Okay, Vivian says, 2 weeks ago, I trusted a dealer and paid for a phone, haven't delivered, and I feel they have been lying to me. I feel angry and consumed by the situation at times. I feel like blackmailing them. I felt like going to their place and taking their phone without them knowing, using it to blackmail them for a refund. I used a lot of energy to earn that money. I feel hurt. Oh God, Vivian, I totally get it. I 1,000% understand why you were so angry. I get it. I get why you are so angry about the situation. But according to Ho'oponopono and laws of attraction, what they're saying to you is there's something that that you're sharing with these people that we know is not doing right by you, right? I would be angry too. I would be livid as to what's going on. I would absolutely be livid by what's going on, right? But the thing is is that what the higher wisdom here, and we're talking about the highest wisdom, is that there's something there that they want you to clean on the inside. So you attract less and less of those types of people, So maybe right now, I know you're livid and it's hard for you to hear this message, but maybe over time, when you feel more calm, I'm not asking you to do it right now because I could see that you're livid. You're so angry. When you get over the situation a little bit, because you will, over time, you will get over the situation, meaning that you won't be so angry about it. Of course, you will always see it as injustice. There's no question, but you won't be so enraged. There will be a time when you're not so enraged. Ask the universe, what do you want me to learn? And employ that mantra. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Because what the universal forces is saying, that there's something about that person. You're still sharing something in a very deep subconscious mind that you're not even aware of, Vivian. And you want to clean that part of you. It's about cleaning yourself energetically. And when you keep cleaning more and more, cleaning, what's happening is people like that in your future, people like that will show up less and less and less and less. And that's what you want to get to. You want to become like an energetic shield. You want to protect yourself from these low frequency people, right? That's what you want to do. You want to become an energetic shield where you're not attracting these types of people into your life. So you want to keep that cleansing, so that you have this energetic shield around you. And you're protected by the energetic shield. So people like that will come less and less into your experience. Okay, Vivian? So I put up that, but I 1,000% understand why you would be so angry, because it feels really unjust, right? It feels really unjust. And I totally get that. Totally. That would be my first reaction too. I would be like, I would be livid, right? And so I understand your reaction. Give it a little time. And when you don't feel so enraged, when you feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more peaceful, that's the time to go in deep. Cleanse yourself energetically. And then those people will show up less and less. All this is them showing, it's a lesson. These are all just lessons for our souls. That's all we're doing. We're learning lessons. That's the main reason why you come into this physical reality, is to learn, have all of these physical lessons for the expansion and growth of your soul. That's the main reason. That is the main reason why you're here, to have these physical experiences. And some of those physical experiences that we have, life experience, are not going to be pleasant. And the reason why they're not pleasant is so that you can learn lessons for the expansion and growth of the soul. That's what it's all about. Because if everything was good, right? If everything in our life was good, what lessons would we have to learn? Nothing, right? In which case, we wouldn't have to even come into this physical reality, what you call life. You wouldn't even have to be here. Your soul doesn't even have to be here. If it's just positive, 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 then what are you going to learn? Nothing, right? So see it from a higher, just give yourself time so that your anger is, your enraged right now goes down. And when you feel more calm, really understand, figure out what is the deep lesson for my expansion and growth, to be an energetic shield to these low frequency energies. Okay. But Vivian, you are a beautiful person. You're a beautiful person, and know that you will get through this and you will come out on the other end more developed, more expansive. Okay. But beautiful. Thank you for sharing that experience. Yes, I get, Camilla. Yes, I understand. You're looking for a different version of an ex-partner. Okay. Well, the thing is this, is that, okay, so whatever, I hear what you're saying. You're saying that you want to change him. Your job is not to change anybody. Your job is to change yourself so you could level up, so then you can meet better people. So as you change your vibrational frequency from here to be what you desire, you're leveling up, right? You're leveling up. That ex-partner will either level up and then you'll be together, or that ex-partner will stay where he is and you'll be passing ships, and you're going to meet somebody 1,000 times better than your ex-partner. You see what I'm saying? So what you're doing is you're leveling up. You're becoming whatever it is that you desire in your ex-partner, you want to change him. Like, basically what you're saying is, first of all, rule number 101 in relationships, you don't change anybody. It's not your journey to change anybody. It's your journey to change yourself. That's why the Buddha says, change your mind and you change the world. The Buddha says, don't ever focus on changing somebody else. Good luck with that. What they're saying is as you change, as you start to embrace all of the qualities that you want your ex-partner to embrace, he becomes irrelevant, because you guys are here right now, right? You start becoming something fabulous, magnificent. You start embracing and changing, and you start leveling up. In order for him to be in your experience, he's got to level up. If he doesn't, he will always stay here and you guys are passing ships. And then what's going to happen is, by the laws of the universe, laws of attraction, you're going to meet somebody fabulous, somebody who is at this level. He's at this level. You're going to be meeting somebody at this level. Don't want somebody at the higher level. You're going to meet somebody more fabulous than your ex-partner that you could have never even dreamed of. That's the point. It's not about him. It's about you leveling up. As you level up, all of the people that you meet will level. You'll be meeting people at a different level that is so beyond even your ex-partner that you will forget about him. You will forget about him. You're like, oh my God, I thought he was fabulous. My God, look what the universe just showed me. Somebody 10 times more fabulous than my ex-partner. You're hooked on that ex-partner because you're not leveling up. So if you're not leveling up, you're always going to get the same experience. you're always going to meet the same people. You've got to level up. And if he levels up, if he makes that interchange and he levels up, then you could be together like this, you see? But if he stays the same, then you're going to do this. So the question is, Moon, can I change him? The only possibility that you might be able to change him is if you level up. But if you stay here and you're trying to change him, he's not going to change. You've got to level up, and then it's his choice to change. It's his choice to level up where you are. You see? That's how it goes. It's not about him. It's really about you, that you got to level up. Okay. I hope that answered your question, Camilla. And I appreciate the clarity. Okay. Star Goddess 888. Oh, I'm so glad that you understand. Thank you. You're welcome, Star Goddess. It's my honor to serve you. L's downloads. My mother and I are very close. She struggles with addiction. She lashed out at me like she has when she starts using again. We are now not talking. I love her and respect her. However, I can know. Yes, L downloads. What I would say is this, is that as long as focus on yourself, focus on you leveling up. I get it. When somebody's that what you might call toxic or that negative, don't be around that person. That doesn't mean you're not going to be compassionate and supportive. You have to separate yourself so that your energy can be good, right? Because if your energy is low and your energy is negative, then you're creating more negative energy. Your mother's negative energy, your negative energy, you're both just swimming in negativity, right? So that's when you have to really separate yourself from the situation and know that if your mother really, you know that if your mother really needs help, if it's a real emergency, you'll go and help her, right? But in the meantime, separate yourself and give her blessings from afar. Ask the divine. Use the Ho'oponopono. Ask the divine to help her and help you. Ask. Clean yourself. Clean yourself. The more you clean yourself, the more you're able to clean yourself, the more she's going to show up different, or she might clean up her act, or it's not meant for the soul to come together. You have to allow whatever your mother's journey is that you're gonna, if she really needs you for emergency, you'll support her and you'll be there for her. There's no question about that. But you being in that negative energy is not helping you to help yourself and help her. Because if you're in that negative energy, you can't help yourself. And when you can't help yourself, you can't help her either. So the best way that you can ever help her is by leveling your energy, living a prosperous and abundant life. Because if you live a prosperous and abundant life, you could help her better. You see what I'm saying? You can actually help her better, right? You might be able to send her to a beautiful facility, a rehab facility that you can now afford because you're abundant. But if you're down here, how can you really help her? So if you're abundant and you're in a good place, that means you could help your mother even more. So focus on your growth, your expansion, your prosperity, so that you could help her even better. Okay. In the meantime, if it's so negative, remove yourself and always send her prayers, blessings every day. Send her a prayer every day. Ask the divine to bless her every day. That's what I would do. Okay. But what do I know? What do I know? So thank you so much, Elle, for sharing that. That's a very hard situation. I understand. You're welcome, Vivian. Hello, Jenna Rose, San Diego. Yes. Oh, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Hi, Perry. How are you? You're welcome, Perry, for this is my higher purpose and calling, and this is how I serve others. This is how I serve. Okay, Vivian asked, what about non-committed lovers who expect you to give them everything, but are not willing to give you what they are expecting from you? They expect commitment, but don't give it to you. Okay, well, you have all the power. Are you going to stay in that relationship because you are afraid that you're not going to get another relationship? Or are you going to let go of that relationship and level yourself up to a higher vibrational frequency so then you can meet somebody who's going to honor you, respect you, give you what you deserve? So you have absolute power over this, Vivian. You have so much power. You don't even know how much power that you have. And you don't give yourself enough credit, how amazing you are, how worthy you are, how much power you have. You don't even realize how much power you have. So your power is to say, am I going to tolerate that because I'm worthy of something much better? Or am I going to stay in this low frequency relationship because I don't feel that I'm worthy, I don't feel that I'm good enough, and therefore I'm afraid that I'm not going to find somebody better. You know, there's Steve Jobs always said, you know, Steve Jobs, the great founder of Apple, always says, when you raise your standards, the universe will meet you where you're at. So when you raise your standards, then the universe will meet you there. So if you want to, if you have you want to stay in this in a relationship that doesn't honor you, that doesn't give you what you deserve, right? Then that's what you're going to get. So you want to raise your standards for yourself, raise your standards. Say, I am unconditionally worthy. I am worthy of having beautiful relationships, people who honor me, people who treat me well, people who respect me, people who love me for who I am. I'm worthy of having those types of experiences in my life. And level up, raise your standards. Okay, so that's my question, my answer for that. Okay, wonderful. Okay, L down. So that's what I do is level up. I heal, grow. I'm very happy, joyful, and blessed. I'm emotional, intelligent. Thank you. I have separated. I will understand my work as a healer. Wonderful, L. I want to give you a clap. Thank you. Thank you for understanding your worth, that you are unconditionally worthy, that you are unconditionally lovable. Thank you so much. You're inspiring me. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I love to see that. I love to see when people are transforming, they're leveling up. I love it. It makes me feel inspired and motivated. So thank you so much. Okay, Miracles 888. How do you interpret when one person keep meeting the wrong person in relationship? Again, it's that you've got to level up. Level up. You're meeting, you know, the laws of attraction is you meet what you are. So if you want to meet people here and you're meeting people here, that means you've got to do this. You've got to raise your standards. You've got to be what you desire. So if you desire this, then you've got to be here. Then the universe will show you the people here. So if you're here and you're meeting people here and you're saying these are the wrong people, the universe, laws of attraction always says frequencies that match will meet, right? That's laws of attraction. So if you want to meet the people here, you got to level up. So write down all the qualities that you want in this person and then embody those qualities yourself. Embody them, practice them every single day. And by doing that, by embodying them, you're leveling up. Be what you desire. So if you want to, you desire a person here, you've got to be that. So write down all the qualities that you want in that person and then become that person first, which levels you up, and the universe will introduce you to that fabulous person. Okay. So it's about raising your standards for yourself and leveling up. Okay, Kenneth, my foreman lashed out at me for asking questions and writing list of tools down. I am an apprentice and new to the field. I walked away from his anger and got fired. You know what? That was the most powerful thing that happened to you. Why? That was so powerful because I always say when one door closes, a better one opens. When one door closes, a better one opens. Why would you want to endure that toxic relationship day in and day out, right? A better door opens. A better door opens. So you're leveling up. Your boss is here. You level up. You're going to meet better people, better boss, better employer, better company. So you getting fired was actually a blessing in disguise. When one door closes, a better door opens. When one door closes, a better door opens. Okay. So congratulations for getting fired, because you're going to level up and you're going to meet the fabulous employer, the fabulous company, the fabulous boss, not low frequency. This is low frequency right here. You don't want to, do you want to deal with him every day like that? No, you don't, right? So that was a blessing in disguise for you. That's what it was. Okay. Beautiful. You're welcome, Els. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Chris. Hi, Christy. Great to see you. I love Paris says, choose wisely who you want in your life. Absolutely. Okay, everyone. So if there's no other questions, let's close the energy of the room. Again, July 4th weekend, the 69 Moons herbs are 30% off. Use the coupon code EARTH30 at shop.yinyangliving.com. EARTH30 at shop.yinyangliving.com. And the offer ends on Sunday, July 7th, 30% off on the 69 Moons herb line in honor of July 4th. Thank you so much for all. Let's do a closing prayer. Dear God, angels, spirit guides, and masters, divine creator, thank you so much for allowing us to open the sacred space. Thank you so much for allowing us to talk about this topic of dealing with negative people, employing the spiritual practice of oponopono to help us clean each one of us so that we attract better people, and to allow each one of these beautiful viewers, beautiful souls, to understand that they are good enough, that they are unconditionally worthy, that they are unconditionally lovable, that they set themselves high standards so that they can meet those quality people, meet those quality lovers, meet those quality partners that they desire. Allow them to level up, allow them to embrace and nurture all of those beautiful qualities, those high vibrational frequency qualities that they already have within that they access it, they embrace it, they nurture it for themselves. And as they do that, they are meeting more fabulous people, more people who inspire them, more high vibrational people, and that those people that are negative, low frequency, are disappearing from their lives more and more. So thank you so much for your continued support, your continued guidance, your continued protection, and most importantly, your unconditional love. And so it is.